Alright, so what's going on, y'all? Figured I'd try something different today. Yes, the camera's in the wrong direction, I know. But the reason that it's in the wrong direction is because I'm about to be driving the truck. Uh, let's see here. First and foremost, let's start with, I want to thank the people who helped me out because, man, there's no way. And the more I think about it, the more, man, bad situation doesn't begin to describe what I was in. I couldn't take my medicine, just nothing. I already missed dialysis, so I'll probably be back in the hospital by Monday. I'm gonna try to survive though. We're gonna see what happens. But, so, how much gas do I have? Hold on one second, yo. Oh shit. Switch the tank over. So, yeah, where do I begin? It is freezing out here. Man, let me tell you something. For whatever reason that I have yet to understand, spring has now turned into fall. We have completely lost spring. Summer's questionable at this point because there was a little bit of snow last night. And we have retracted ourselves back into fall. Back in the fall. It's like probably about 40 degrees outside in May. Yeah. Alright, so bear with me. Truck is not knocking anymore. I think we're ready to go. Alright, so I guess I'll do a video on this truck. Well, I don't know what time it is, so I don't know where I'm going to eat. But I guess we can try to train over there. So this truck. Yeah, it's an 88 F250 4-wheel drive 5-speed. And it's got some issues, but I didn't get the truck because I planned on keeping it. That wasn't my intent. I got the truck because it was cheap. Now there was another truck. There's actually two other trucks. The brown truck and there was another blue truck. The other blue truck wouldn't, it ran and it drove, but I couldn't get nobody to run me to go pick it up. So I ended up giving the guy the title back and that was a free truck, man. But I couldn't get nobody to act right. Nobody wants to help. So I didn't have no choice but to get a guy's title back. And I had to pick up the camper because at that point I'd already bought it. So I didn't have a choice. I wasn't about to lose that little bit of money. But I went and picked this up. I only paid $400 for it, so I got a hell of a deal. And it runs really good, despite the fact that it has a bad engine in it. Now, I knew the engine was bad when I bought it. I knew that. That's not neither here or there. I'm not worried about that. What I was worried about is the clutch being good and the rears being good and the 4-wheel drive working, just in case I decide to keep it. Because there's a good chance that I might be keeping it. Now, the engine, it runs flawlessly, as you can see. I have no problem out of this engine. But it's got a bad bottom end bearing in it somewhere. And it's going to start knocking eventually. It knocks every time you start it up if you leave it sitting overnight. And eventually it stops knocking. But eventually it's going to keep on knocking. So I'm in the process right now of trying to figure out where I can put a motor in, because it's not can I put a motor in. I can put a motor in here. That wouldn't be a problem at all. The problem is I don't have nowhere to do it. So I can get an engine for about 200 bucks. I can put it in probably for another 150. And then I was thinking also, because the truck is in excellent shape, it was a one owner truck. Mechanically, it's in great shape. Body wise, it's kind of ugly. But I was depending on, I was thinking about getting somebody to put the engine in, but I don't know. That might cost. And I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of money on this truck. So what I might do, I might just keep it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. And I was thinking about getting a crew cab to put the camper on. Now, the camper is in excellent shape. Hold on. Steep hill. The camper is in excellent shape. Like, you'd never believe that this camper is from the 80s. It's really nice. It's dirty on the outside, but it's really nice on the inside. I need to fix a few things in it, and it should be perfect. Literally perfect. The guy says everything works, but I don't believe him for a number of reasons. But it doesn't matter, because whatever doesn't work, I can fix. It's in that great a shape. And so, is this place open? Yes, it is. Oh man, I need to call the place to get food. Okay, well, let me cut the heat on. We're gonna sit here for a second. They won't mind. So, and what the hell did I do? Oh, okay. So yeah, the camper is in excellent shape, and I'm just trying to figure out: am I keeping it, or no? Am I keeping it? I'm keeping the camper. I don't care what happens. This one, once you see this thing, you're gonna be like, damn, this thing is good. Once you see this one, yeah, this one's nice. So I just need something nice to put it on. It's my plan. That's my whole plan. Now so in a few weeks, I'm gonna run into some money, I think, maybe. I'm not getting a stimulus check, I don't think, because if I was to get one, I probably would have already had it by now. So in a few weeks, I'm running into some money from an accident I had. Accident, somebody hit me. So, and if that all works out, then I might get me another truck. And if I do get another truck, I'm hoping that it's going to be a crew cab. 4-wheel drive. I'm not giving up 4-wheel drive. If I can't get another 4-wheel drive, then I'd rather just keep this truck. That's why I say I just need somewhere to put the engine in, or somebody to put the engine in for me. Because this truck is 4-wheel drive, it's lifted, it's everything I need. It's a stick, it's got air conditioning. I need air conditioning. I need heat. Without those two things, I'm just not going to buy it. It's just that simple. If it doesn't have air conditioning, and it doesn't have heat, and it doesn't have 4-wheel drive, and it's not a stick, I'm not interested. Unless it's a crew cab, in which case it doesn't have to be 4-wheel drive, but I would like it to be a stick. But you can't find a good crew cab anymore, because everybody driving these little tiny trucks with these little short beds. And so I'm looking for a truck from the 70s or the 80s. A real truck. A real truck. I'd prefer it not to be fuel injected. But if it is fuel injected, I could deal with it. But yeah, a truck from the 80s or the 70s, probably the 70s. Why the 70s, you ask? Because nothing, nothing is injected. It's all manual, and that makes life easier. The breakdown shit, yeah, I can handle that because it's all manual. You just rig it up. Problem solved. What else? So yeah, that's what I'm really looking for. Specifically looking for a Ford. Why a Ford? Oh, those things are awful. Oh, they break down. Oh, this and that. Yeah, I know. But a crew cab Chevy is expensive for whatever reason from the 70s. Expensive as hell. Well, I don't like. Well, I like GMC, but it's got to be from the 70s or the early 80s. I like the square body, as they call them. Other than that, I don't like the ones that came out after the 87. I like the ones from way back and way back. All of mine have been from the 60s and the 70s. But now you can't find one from the 60s or the 70s without spending a ton of money. Same thing with the old Fords, really, but you're more likely to find an old Ford like that before you find anything else. So that's what I'm looking for, is an old Ford. And yeah. What else? So basically the story of me going to pick up this camper. Well, let's start with, once the truck situation from up north happened, I had to go get a guy's title back. I gave him his title back. I came back down here. I said, well, what am I going to do now? I had already looked at this truck previously, and I figured it was rough, and it still is rough looking, but the engine ran great. So I said, well, if the thing in New Jersey don't work, then I'll come back to Pennsylvania. I went all the way out to Gettysburg to get this truck. Then I had to go from Gettysburg to Salisbury, which is, I don't know, 150, 160, 70 miles or so, 170 miles, something like that. It was a long way. This truck has really low gears, so you're not getting much over 55. On top of that, you have to keep the RPM down because the engine's messed up. And you don't want it to start knocking in Salisbury, Maryland. We are talking about a hell of a trip. So I went down there, we picked the camper up, we put the camper on the truck. It was 1 o'clock in the morning already, but it was warm out, it was nice. And then it started getting cold. And the taillights didn't want to work. And I said, well, let me wire these taillights up. So I wired the taillights up, right? And I went to go start the truck up, had everything loaded, it was tied down, it was ready to ride. Nope. So I started to, I tried to use my phone to maybe get some help. Then my phone was dying. Didn't have a phone charger. Now, why didn't I have a phone charger? Because when I left the house, I took an Uber. Yes, an Uber. All the way to Gettysburg to get this damn thing, because I wasn't going to be transportationless. And we'll get to the brown truck in a second. But, damn, I left my medicine in the house. Oh, well, I'm going back to that. So, anyway, the brown truck. No. So, I didn't bring my tools. I didn't bring my phone charger. I just jumped in the Uber, went on up, picked this up. Said, okay, well, it's a nice day. Let me go down to pick up the camper. I went down, picked up, got the camper on the truck. Like I said, truck wouldn't start. And then it started getting cold at 2 o'clock in the morning. I walked miles just to try to stay warm. Why didn't I stay at the guy's house that I bought the camper from because he didn't want me in the house. Couldn't stay in the camper because the propane tanks is empty. It's cold in the motherfucker. I had to walk to the hospital. So I walked to the hospital. I asked him, can I just stay here until the morning? It's freezing. I'm cold. I'm diabetic. I have heart problems. I got issues. And they said, well, we can't let you in as a visitor because of this whole COVID-19 shit. So I said, well, all right, can you admit me? They said, yeah, what's wrong with you? I said, I just made up some shit. And they took me in, and then they tried to kick me out at 4 in the morning. I said, can I just get 2 more hours of sleep? So they was nice enough to let me get a few hours of sleep. It was 6:30 when I left the hospital. I just trying to stay warm, man. Just trying to stay. It was bad, man. It was really bad. I don't have enough time on my phone to cover everything, so I'm gonna do a part 2 of this that shows the camper, maybe, or at least talks about the camper, if nothing else. But it takes 12 hours for my phone to upload a video. So when I was in the hospital, I tried to make a video saying, hey, is anybody around that can help me out? But when I tried to upload the video to the phone, I had like 25% on my phone because the guy let me use his phone charger. Well, the phone takes forever, just all of a sudden, to upload videos, right? So the video got about quarter way uploaded and killed the battery in the phone. And I was screwed. The next morning, the phone was still dead. When I left the hospital, I had probably about $20 on me for gas to get back to DC, and didn't have no gas in the truck, by the way. And I went to Wawa. I walked to Wawa and I bought a phone charger. I said, well, at least I can charge my phone in the truck. So I bought a phone charger. That phone charger cost me $15. It's sitting right here. And it was one of the ones you plug into a cigarette lighter. I went there and did that. And then I had to try to find my way back to the truck. Well, I couldn't find the truck. I spent 3 hours. I don't even know. I estimate I walked about 10 miles or so. I spent 3 hours trying to find this damn truck because I was lost and didn't know where it could be. I figured it was in one of the neighborhoods. I just didn't know which neighborhood. I didn't know I could walk that far. In my condition, I shouldn't be able to walk that far. I walked. I bust ass walking. And you know, I'm kind of proud of that. The fact that I walked that far was pretty amazing. Now, since yesterday into now, I'm in pain. I mean, every joint, every bit of skin, every bit of my feet, everything is in pain. But I walked. I walked the shit out of it. So, the whole time I'm walking, I'm thinking, well, it could be worse. You know, and it got worse. Yeah, it got worse. When I got back to the truck, I said, well, what am I going to do now? Because I had to let the phone charge and upload the video that y'all saw. And I said, well, what am I going to do now? So I sat there and fell asleep for a second, slept on it. And 2 people one person I talked to on the phone, she helped me out, and then somebody donated money and they helped me out, and then one more person helped me, and it came together and it worked. And I caught an Uber to the AutoZone to get the what the hell is the name of it? The ignition control module. I got the coil and I brought it back, and then I had to go take another Uber back to AutoZone because I didn't have the right socket. I had to buy tools to get it running because I didn't have my tools on me. Man, first off, I never go nowhere without my tools, because every time I do, that shit happens. Every time. faithful since I was 16, 17. Every time, if I go somewhere without my tools or without a spare tire, I'm bound to have a flat. And sure enough, yo, the tire was falling apart. Once I got this truck running, I said, okay, I'm good now. Nope. When I pulled out of there, with this camper on here weighing probably about 3,000 pounds, the tire on the right front start falling apart. Yo, and I'm not talking about a little bit. I'm talking about this thing was just, all I could see was little pieces and bits of rubber just, and I'm like, what the hell? And it still hold air though. The thing was still holding air. I rode 10 miles to go to a tire shop almost, and it was still holding air. No tread on it. Nothing. Just all you saw was a little metal, whatever that is interlocked like this on the yeah. And it, man, there was nothing. If I ain't got an angel on my shoulder, I don't know what I look, man. It's like I say, I'm not religious, man, but I do believe there is something out there, and whatever's out there is watching my ass. And I ain't lying. I am not lying, man. Just man. And I got to the tire place, and I needed a tire, and the guy, I'm not going to say he gave me a tire, but he probably felt bad for me. Story of my life. And he gave me a really nice tire to put on the truck, and for a really good deal. So I would say thanks to him, but I'm sure he doesn't watch my channel, because but yeah, yesterday was ratchet strap loose back there. Tighten that up. So yeah, that's the story, or at least most of the story of what happened yesterday. Then I got on the road and tried to come back, and it started putting again. Well, it started putting because I needed these spark plug wires. I stopped and got spark plug wires. Then I did the plugs, at least 4 of them. And then distributor cap, rotor button, changed the oil. There's this little piece on the fuel injecting, I don't know what it's called, but I changed that. And yeah, truck runs perfect, almost. Problem now is this camper's 3,000 pounds probably, and the truck is inline 6, so it's not very powerful in the first place. It doesn't have a lot of power. I can only get up to about 50 miles an hour. That's another reason that I'm thinking about maybe getting another truck, because I'm not making any power. Now, I don't know if it's the catalytic converter that's gone bad, but something's, I don't know. I don't know. Not sure. Not 100% sure. And yeah, and that's how that is. So first I want to say thanks to the people who helped me out, because man, I swear on everything, if it wasn't for y'all, there would be no me. Secondly, thanks to the new subscribers. I don't know where y'all are coming from, but I guess that's how YouTube works. I'm still learning this stuff. So thanks for subscribing and being around and watching my misguided adventures. Because yesterday, boy, day before yesterday, and yesterday, that's all I can say, man. I don't even know, man. Man. So yeah, I guess I'll park. No, I can't park because I need. So this place I'm at, you have to call the number on the window, and they'll put the food at the door when it's ready, and you just gotta drop, like a drug transaction. Well, food is drugs here. but I won't get into that. But the food, see, they don't call it the Food and Drug Administration for no reason. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. But anyway, if you haven't told somebody you love them today, tell somebody you love them. I don't care who it is. I don't care, because I love y'all. And yeah, man. Yeah, just yeah. And I will talk to y'all a little later, because I don't have any time left on my phone. I have to get another damn phone from somebody. I got to. And that's my next thing on the list of things that I need to do. But I'm going to do a second video, right, about the truck camper. So be looking for it. It's going to take me another 12 hours to upload a video, probably, after I upload this one. More than likely. I can't make another video because I don't have the time on my phone to make another video. So after this video uploads, I'm going to make another video if it's not dark yet. And if it is dark, then I'll just make the video tomorrow. Which tomorrow I'm coming out here. I'm going to, well, if the weather's okay, I'm going to come out here and work on this thing some. So yeah, look for the video. It's coming. I'm sure I'm forgetting something as usual. I just don't remember what. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. And tell somebody you love them. If you like videos, like, subscribe, comment. Ooh, look at my sexy face today. Oh my goodness. Woo. I'll talk to y'all later.